Listen, everybody wanted flowers on the bed, honey. Everybody wanted some sensualness. Is that a word? Today. What's up? How you doing, Ray of Sunshines? I am your girl, Talisa Rae, lifestyle coach. We are reviewing Love After Lockup, season number 3, episode number 5, Roses on the Bed. Because everybody had roses and flowers and whatnot on the bed in preparation for a good time, okay? Listen, excuse the background noise. It's 90 degrees here in LA. I got on a tank top and that's my fan you hear, because I don't have central air and heat. I'm gonna have to go ahead and invest in that for myself. Okay, so let's go. I go couple by couple, so it won't be scene by scene. In case you're new here, stay with it. You'll like it, I promise. So we first see Destiny and Shawn, and we pick up where we left off, and they're in the restaurant with the mom and the sister, and the bomb is dropped. Not only did he not tell her he was 45, lied about how old he was, but he also lied about the number of children he had. 6 children and 45. Okay, remember, Destiny is way younger than him. I forgot, I'm not going to even look back, but she in her 20s. Every time I look at Shawn, I think, Shawn, are you a little off? Like, what's happening? He like smirks at the fact of the lie has been like uncovered. Like, and he always looks real shifty. I don't know, but he always looks like something's wrong. So they go outside and they have a little conversation, and you know, Destiny has questions, as she should. Okay, so what else are you lying to me about? Have you ever been married? No, I haven't. We know that that's not a lie. And when was the last time you were with the mother of your children, your baby's mama? He was like 7 years ago, but in the confessional lied and said, you know, they really tried it again last year or a year ago, but he didn't want to tell Destiny because he didn't want her to be upset. Like, she's already upset, so why don't you just keep her in that same mode right now, and it'll be fine. Like, you just put it all out on the table right now. All these secrets is gonna get you beat up. We see that later. Then she asked, well, how long ago was it that you had been intimate with the woman? And he said a year ago, which was probably who? The baby mama. What I said was, I was like, you could tell that she's a little volatile. Like, she's a little spicy. Like, ooh, maybe a little violent right here, just by her reaction to the things that he's doing and he's saying. But you know, she's like, I got a few secrets of my own. I was like, well, then what you mad at him for keeping secrets? You got secrets, they got secrets, everybody got a secret. She says that she's concerned about his lies. Well, you lying too, so look who's in, Punchinella 47. Right, look who's in, Punchinella 48. Y'all used to play that on y'all yard growing up? Anyway, she says she loves him a lot, so she can deal with the lies, or she's concerned about the lies, but he's kind, and so, you know, she can go ahead and she can deal with that stuff. When they're in the car, honey, she just comes out and says, babe, I want you to buy me a Coach purse. You done almost spent, you know, 50K on her. Like, then you got the bond out. Like, you could buy her a little Coach bag. It's gonna be less than $300 if you catch a sale. Talks about how she wants to go parasailing and skydiving and all this stuff she wants to do, and of course it is on what? His dime. And guess what he's gonna do? All of it, because he's stupid. Foolish, that's a better word. Foolish. He's foolish. So when they get to the hotel, you know, they start talking about sex and that he had been waiting to be intimate with her, and I'm gonna give it to her as much as she wants, as hard as she wants it. I was like, gross. But this is how he got them 6 kids, okay? As much as she wants, as hard as she wants it. Well, she goes in and she takes a shower or whatever, and he places like tulips around the bed. It's actually really cute. I don't know if that was candy in the middle or if that was a gift that he had for her in the middle. I wish we could see what it was. But she came out there, out of that bathroom, and was like, I didn't want any clothes on. Probably because she felt fat. She can't fit nothing that he done bought her, child. And she climbs on top of him with that towel on and gets to kissing and tells the camera crew and the producers, okay, you could go down. She said that what she hadn't said was that she hadn't been intimate with a man in a long time, but while she was locked up, that she was with a few women. Matter of fact, their names is all tattooed on her. Felicia and Monica and Alicia. I don't know, child, who the third one was, but she was in love with Felicia. That's why it's so big across her chest like that. And she doesn't plan on letting him know that, and she plans on continuing being intimate with women. And you know, hey, when they wake up in the morning, she's all like, he say it too, or he say first, that they had great sex all over the place, and it was intense. It was intense. Like, he couldn't wait. He was excited and glad it turned out the way that it had. She turns around and says it was the best sex she ever had. Listen, young girls, them old men are gonna turn you out, but your mama told you they got worms, and that's why. Them old men will turn you out. They are a little more experienced, will take a lot more time, and they will cater to you. Somebody like Shawn, who is a giver, a pleaser, hands down, probably did rock her world. It's not a question about it. They have a conversation, and she's all like, he's all like, you know what? I don't want you drinking too much. It causes a problem. I'm thinking, did they drink last night? He talking about, because she gets a little carried away, you know, from lunch. She had them drinks at lunch. Well, first off, you know, she needed to probably relax and have a good time. But truth be told, she had every right to go off on you. Now, she probably could have handled herself a little better than she did. But yo lies, you 45 and you got 6 kids. You better be glad that she continued, but she ain't got nowhere else to go. She can't go with her mama, and she can't go with her sister. So she had to just flow with it, okay? And so, you know, he's like, I'm gonna have to try and control the situation a little bit until we get to court. Control? That young girl is not gonna be controlled. That little girl is that young girl is a hot chili pepper, a tamale, a firecracker, and it's gonna go boom in your face when you try and control her. Cause now you stuck on some of your little young thotty. Shh, I don't even know. I can't even say. Okay, let's talk about Maurice and Jessica. So when we see him, of course, we know last time he didn't get the transfer of his parole like he thought he would. It's gonna take a little longer, so he needs to stay in LA, in Compton. Y'all, they got Compton like it's really bad. Jessica acting all skittish and stuff. It's not as bad as that. It's not as bad as it used to be in the 80s and the 90s, okay? It's fine. I mean, is that because I'm from here? Anyway, so they're going to go and visit his daughter. He blows the horn, the daughter runs out, and I'm all like, isn't that adorable? Like, she's super cute. Like, she looks like her dad, a lot like her dad. His daughter's name is Michaela, and she's like 9, and she's super tall to be 9, which means she's gotten his height. Jessica says, you know, I've only spoken like 2 words to the mom before. Like, you don't really have no reason to talk to her unless you're actually like sending stuff and taking care of her, or driving her with you to go see him in the prison, which you probably were not doing. All of that. The mom's name is Kaniqua, okay? And I just knew, when you saw them, you could see that they still had, you know, some kind of chemistry, though he's married to Jessica. Jessica, to me, when she came in, she looked awkward and nervous and out of place, and she said she felt awkward and nervous, awkward and out of place. Well, you in a house with his daughter's family. That's not his family, you know. She was feeling some kind of way. Like, they were all interacting, glad to see him. The daughter was happy to see him. Like, it's what it was. And nobody paid her no attention. Did you introduce yourself? Now, I do feel like he could have been like, everybody, this is my wife, Jessica. He could have done a generalized introduction. They aren't going to speak to you, Jessica. You are the wife. That's the baby mama. And if y'all don't have a rapport already, then it's not going to happen. I'm shocked that he took you over there with him to the baby mama house. That's big on his part. That, you know, he's in his 20s. So, I mean, that's a big step for him. I'm not condoning it, but I'm definitely saying that he did better than most of these men out here when they go visit their baby mama. You know, they always say you can go back to your baby mama. I'm here to tell y'all that that is a lie. It is a lie. It is a lie. You cannot always go back to your baby mama. Okay? Your kid's mother, your son's mother, your daughter's mother. The door is not always open. Sometimes the door closes. Period. So they go outside. He was like, come on, let's go outside. I guess because they're getting ready to go. They get in the car and she like starts crying and shit. She says she felt left out. Like I was over there by myself in a corner. Nobody was talking to me. Girl, you got to learn how to either insert yourself or mind your own business. You could have walked in and be like, okay, y'all, well, how long you gonna be here, baby? Because I'm gonna leave. But of course, she don't know where she is. She don't know what to do. She was like, I could have just stayed in the car for that. You didn't want to stay in the car because then you would have had an attitude about being in the car. He's all like, it's not my family. She was like, I'm all out of place because, you know, you with your family. He was like, that is Michaela's family. That is not my family. So I don't know what you want from me. She wanted an introduction. She wanted to be included. She wanted you to be sitting next to her or at least near her while you were interacting with your daughter's mother and your daughter. She wanted to feel included because she is now considered extended family. Let's just call a spade a spade. Now that you've married her, Kaniqua and Michaela are going to have to deal with her all of the time. Well, we see that he's staying with his cousin Ronnie, his wife, and his 2 kids. It's a whole lot of people now. Jessica and him are there staying on the couch until they get the transfer to go to Vegas. You know, and it's a lot of people in that little house. It's like an apartment. That ain't even no house. You know, they in Compton. You know, listen, it's different. Jessica had decided that, you know, they really are from 2 different worlds. And, you know, I left my home and my family in Vegas to be here with Maurice, and I can't be like this. I feel out of place. I'm uncomfortable. It's not what I want. Well, did you think about any of that, Jessica, when you decided to marry that man? Did y'all consider any of that? Like when he was getting released, did y'all like any of that? Y'all should have had all of this kind of stuff figured out. What is it that we're going to do because you have to parole to Compton or LA or whatever? Like all of that stuff should have been figured out, but you was too busy with your legs open. That's not fair. That's not fair, Talisa. I take it back. She was smitten and just letting him run the show instead of like, you know, she don't know nothing about that life. Like I would have known like, okay, so where you paroling to? Well, we live in Vegas, so we better start figuring it out before you get home. You know, oh, and she also says, you know, she just feels out of place. And in my mind, I'm thinking out loud, actually, well, you wanted to be with a black man, and you ended up being with a black man that is repeat offender, like a criminal that was in prison for 9 years or however long he was in there for. Like you decided to be with someone, a black man that was, you know, that does not have the best past. Like you chose this for yourself, so you're gonna have to figure out how to fit in, because you already would have had an issue fitting in with a black man, period. Now you got you a hood black man. You're gonna have to figure out where you fit in and try to get in there, okay? Stop being all awkward. Well, they drive all around the corner to the corner store, child, get them a little juice and stuff. It's looking like, you know, Boys in the Hood or something. Boys in the Hood was actually in LA, and Menace to Society was also like in Grape Street Hood, so it was really like LA, like Watts. So, but they in Compton, and so they go, but it's all the same. They go over to the corner store, and he is like, what hood you from? Where you from? Let me say it right. Where you from? You know, he got his tank top on. He don't look like a square or an upstanding citizen. They gonna ask him, where you from? This my hood, fool. Like, good thing that he ain't say nothing back. You know, she nervous. He said the dude did the little gun gesture or whatever. Like, listen, He was from Compton Crib. It's a whole lot going on that he has to get himself adjusted to. It is what it is. Jessica, figure out what you want to do, boo. You could leave him there if you want to, but you're going to leave him open to fiddling and finagling with women in the area. So let's talk Chevelle and Quallon. Quallon and Chevelle. I actually kind of like this young man and really hope things work out well for him. I really, really do. I hope he gets his shit together and it just like spirals in a great place for him. Like it's like a domino effect of positivity and doors opening for him. Like I'm speaking that into your life, boo. I really hope that for you. Like, and that you don't revert back to the life that you had previously. Nonetheless, when he gets out, they go to the barbecue place, right? He's excited. Ain't had barbecue in a long time, not like from this kind of establishment. We find out that he is not on probation, nor is he on parole. So the mom excuses herself and she goes to the restroom. When she comes back, she wants to have a conversation with the two of them about living arrangements. She lets Quallon know, listen, I moved from Kansas City to Houston so that when you came home, you would have a better life. That you would not get into the same trouble or find yourself prey to the same type of trouble as previously. And I was proud of him when he spoke up, because I just knew he was just going with his mama. He was like, Ma, I'm not 16 anymore. And this threat, the threat is everywhere. No matter where I am, the threat is everywhere. You're going to have to trust that I have grown and am making better decisions for my life and won't get myself in any trouble. Okay? I was like, okay, Quallon. And so she was like, the mom, I would feel better if you would live there. And he was saying no, but Chevelle also said no too. Like, if you were closer to me. And she said no. I was like, wait a minute, Chevelle, hold on. Let him talk to his mother. That's his mother. You got the nerve to have an attitude like, no. What? That's his mother. Let him deal with his mother. Ladies, if I could tell you anything, any advice that I could give you that should stick with you, you allow your spouse, your mate, your boo, your bae, your honey, whatever you call him, to deal with his mother. Any issues that you have with his mom, you talk to him about first. Let him address them with her. When she comes to you, or when it's time for you to have the conversation, you have the conversation in a very respectful manner and you be heard. But for the most part, yo boo, your bae, your spouse, your mate, your honey, your sugar will definitely or should definitely take care of things with his mother. Like, you wouldn't want him talking to your mama no kind of way, so he's expecting you to deal with it with your mom. You understand what I'm saying? Hear me when I tell you, I'm telling you the truth on that. So they go and they check into a hotel, you know, and Chevelle is like, I know he hasn't seen his mother. I wasn't expecting her to come. And so now I'm afraid, is he gonna go with his mom, or is he gonna come and spend a romantic evening with me? Like, I planned something romantic for us. So he's sitting down there talking to his mom, because she was like, I called a car, a Uber, a Lyft, or something for them to come and get his mama and take his mama to her friend's house. Okay, so you know, so she's upstairs preparing. You know, she's got candles and roses and all kinds of shit. Her nightie, all kind of stuff prepared. Probably got music going, but they couldn't play that in the background. She had been waiting on this day for 3 years. You hear me? She wanted to make sure she got to have sexy time with her boo. So, you know, Quallon, of course, chose to go with Chevelle, though he knew that, you know, he hadn't seen his mom in a while, but he was like, you know, I've been waiting for this. And listen, we done had hours of phone sex, and I'm hoping, I want to see if she gonna do what she said she was gonna do. Is she gonna live up to the stuff? So when he come into the room, you know, she got the robe on over her little gown, because, you know, TV and stuff, and they kiss and she's excited, and you know, she gets to massaging him and shit. And I think to myself, first and foremost, Quallon, go take you a real shower. Okay, you came from the prison, and then we went to go eat, and we've been driving and riding in the car babe, go get you a shower. Matter of fact, I know I got this sexy stuff on, but I'm gonna take it off and I'm gonna get in the shower with you, because I'm gonna do some freaky nasty stuff to you, and it requires you to be clean, so let me wash you to my standards. You know, then Quallon tells the people goodbye, and maybe he took a shower after, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he did. I hope he did, because that was a long time to be riding and not having no shower. I mean, that's what the ladies did. First thing that all the ladies is doing is taking a shower. When she said that he's her soulmate, her husband, the father of her future children, I wrote, oh, okay. I really hope it works out for them. He seems like a great guy. I hope she doesn't put too many expectations on him and scares him. But so far they're kind of like my favorite couple. I'm gonna just keep it a band. I'm real hopeful for them, even though he's been gone 12 years, left as a child, so he's got a lot of growing to do. let's talk about Tyrese and Shonda. Okay, we see Tyrese and he is at a hotel packing up her stuff to go and see her, to pick her up, making sure she's got all her toiletries and whatnot. When she gets out, he has 4 hours to see her prior to her having to check in for her parole or whatever in Leavenworth, Kansas. So, you know, 4 hours before she has to get on the bus so that she can do that, right? So he got a room and stuff to be closer. He put about 5 or 10 flowers on the bed, roses on the bed and on the floor, like, yeah, this is what grown men do. I'm seeing more and more while you by yourself, and part of that reason is that blue, that electric blue, cobalt blue suit you had on with that cobalt blue tie, them snakeskin cobalt blue shoes, and that black shirt. Like, the pants were too big. I was like, and he talking about, yeah, I'm looking like a young man. No, you are aging yourself. You are only in your 40s and you should not be looking like that, sir. I was like, oh, okay, no wonder he's single. He black, he is handsome, he does have a nice body, he is educated and a decent job, but he is stuck in time. Y'all was exactly right. That blue suit, it needs to be fitted, tailored. The pants with like big leg. Like, what is this? Like, is this one of them Steve Harvey suits but in blue? Like, it's a horrible cheap suit, so it ain't even a Steve Harvey suit, is it? He says they've been dating like for 3 months, and he was like, and I just know that she's loyal and caring and understanding and a good communicator. I was like, shut the hell up. You don't know nothing about this white girl, this young white girl that's in prison, that's been there for 3 years for drug trafficking or drug charges or whatever she got. Like, you don't know nothing about her, not a single thing. Like, so when he goes to meet her in his Escalade, I guess the camera people weren't allowed on the grounds at this particular prison. And so he has to wait outside the prison. He's got binoculars. He keeps checking. He said, oh, I see a van full of ladies coming out. Which time was she supposed to be there? 1:30? Honey, at like 10 after 2 or something, she still hadn't come. The producers had asked him, well, do you think that she might have ghosted you? Like, she had left, and he was like, nah, with all this confidence. We still ain't seen her. They didn't even come back to her. So maybe that's it for them. Maybe she did. Maybe she got off that bus and went on her way. We ain't seen him. You know, the rest of them, we've seen them talking in like the confessionals once they had gotten out. We don't see that with Shonda. Maybe she ghosted him. Maybe he finna look real stupid. What y'all think? Let me know down below in the comments. Like, I'm all like, I think that she ain't there. We ain't heard nothing about her. No phone conversations, no nothing. He didn't got ghosted, didn't he? He's sitting in the truck looking stupid right now, ain't he? I can't wait till next week. I need to see what happened. Because they drawing his out. Like, we ain't seen nothing. Nothing. He did let us know that he was married before and to his first wife, and he married her, I guess, out of lust, and now he's ready to be married. No, you're not. Because if you would marry Shonda, it would be out of lust too. You only known her 3 months, and all you like is her fat ass. Oh, she a good communicator, and she loyal. She's kind and she's understanding. All of that in 3 months. Oh, okay, Tyrese. I can't wait to see what's happening. Well, let's talk about Scott and Lindsay. Scott with his weird self and that birthmark on his lip, because that's got to be what that is. Some kind of like birthmark defect that you know he had at birth. Seems like something or some kind of accident may have happened, but definitely it's permanent, right? Well, you know, Lindsay didn't get off the plane. They called the Federal Bureau of Prisons trying to get some information. They let him know, yeah, she's still here at the facility. They get transferred to the case worker because you got Miley, Grace, and Brenda at his house. And they get to the case worker and he's all like, well, her mother is right here. And you guys let me know that that is Lindsay's grandmother and Miley Grace's great-grandmother. So you know, you could give, I'm gonna give her the phone so she could ask the questions. And they asked what happened and he's all like, that's not public information. I cannot provide that to you. She would have to call you and let you know. Well, y'all know it's her birthday, right? And so she ain't getting out. Y'all said it, she ain't getting out. That's why they on the phone, all of that. She not getting out. She not able to, she not coming home, is she? That's it. Was he part of last season, y'all? I think y'all said he was. So it's been 2 seasons. He done uprooted his life for a woman that ain't never coming back. The one thing that Brenda said was she's smart enough to keep herself in trouble. She's smart enough to stay in trouble. Not smart enough to stay out of trouble. That sounds kind of dumb to me. Kind of foolish, kind of stupid to me. I'm just saying, I've been sitting here with this spot on my shirt this whole time. I am your girl, Talisa Rae. Thank you so much for watching my review of Love After Lockup, season number 3, episode number 5, Roses on the Bed. If it's your first time visiting my channel, definitely click the subscribe button to become a ray of sunshine. Right next to it is the notification bell. Click that too so you're alerted of the videos when I upload them. Last but not least, go ahead and give me a thumbs up because you like me and I will know that it's real. Hugs and kisses and lots of love. I'll catch you on the next review.